We went live just before 7 o'clock. Hello there, stream. Oh, we got to stop meeting like this. Last minute stream. I mean, not last minute streams. All right. I was pretty prepared for this, but I have just had I eat a load of good meals, I'll be honest, but I've had one of the best meals this year. Oh, nice, somewhat homemade kebab, fish and chip shop chips. Is there anything better? I don't know. Maybe the Lego A-Wing that came out a few days ago will top it. I don't know if an A-Wing and a dinner are comparable. I don't think that's two things that go together, I'll be honest. But now that we've built the X-Wing, we've still got the turret to build. And this is the third stream now, but, you know, we've been taking a look at the other smart play sets. So, not exactly 9 hours spent building it. But I would like to get onto the A-Wing, the other turret, and the turret's left a bad taste in my mouth for the X-Wing because it doesn't come with a smart brick. We'll get into that once we've built it. First, let me pop up the chat. Hello there. Make sure we got that. No other Lego announcements. Nothing else today. We've still got coming up this weekend. Don't forget, Saturday, Sunday, the lightsaber. Maybe we can build the lightsaber whilst we wait for a few people to funnel in 2 new Lego sets. Hold on. There are some new Lego sets. All right, let me bring them up. We'll take a little look. Nothing Star Wars, still nothing on the May front, but Lego's Lego at the end of the day. I'm not going to turn down any of these sets. A little birthday one and a little postcard, which it's an old style postcard. It's a new postcard, but it's an old style. Oh, you know what? Have I set this up? Before I take a look, let me make sure it's set up because this is on a different web page, isn't it? Yes. There we go. On it today. There we are. So we got the gift box celebration and the Germany postcard. No, there's a few fans in Germany. I can't eat a wing. Hold up. What do you mean I can't eat a wing? How much? What's the bet in? I think I would be able to consume... I'm not going to consume a wing. I'm not going to consume a wing. Don't worry. I could like crop it and edit it. So I'm just... a bit chewy, but... no, I think I could. I think I could get this down. We're talking like £1 million, right? Would you eat a wing? I'm eating it. I'm breaking this down and eating it. The biggest part of this wing, if we were to consume this wing, first off, not very nutrient rich. It's terrible for your diet. But the biggest part is this wedge. This wedge, which is like a medium to small chip. This wedge right here. That top wedge is like a decent sized chip. I'm going to have to try this next time. I've just had chips with a kebab. Oh, it was lovely. I'm going to have to try it. Don't choke on chips. It's not worth it. Unless it's a chicken wing. Maybe that's what... We're building Lego sets out of the wrong materials. If this was built out of chicken, I could get this down. It'd still take me at least an hour, but I think within the hour, I could chow down an X-wing sized chicken. Chicken wing, chicken... I suppose... just like parting out sets, if it's got bones in that I have to remove, that's going to take even longer. But I think I could get it down. I do think Lego's going to take me longer than an hour. Here we've got the gift box celebration. This looks like one of the better birthday celebrations. The cake was cool. This looks like one of the better celebration sets that Lego have come out with. And right there on the back, you can see there's a mechanism. I don't think we get any other good images of it, do we? No, not even on the back of the box. Kind of shows you how it works. You spin this lever on the side and the happy birthday bumps up and down, which is, again, the exact same mechanism as our motorized Simba. Oh, those ball joints creaking always scare me when I first tilt this. Look at that. Simba's walking. We should probably connect Simba down to the base if we were to do it again, but Simba walks without needing to be stuck down. just on the 4 legs. Look at that. If you do want to get that in at a better camera angle and take a look at how that mechanism works, there are 4 parts of Simba up on the channel. Go check those out. But we don't just have the gift box celebration. The kebab must have been spiked. No, it's this hot chocolate that's been spiked. It's the sugar rush from it. We also have the Germany postcard. Shout out to anyone watching from Dutchland. Dutchland. I'm going to work on my pronunciation for that. A few nice pieces in here. I do think this building on the left, kind of cheating Lego. It's a sticker. These are all stickers, even the front 2, which that's also something that really surprises me. The fact that stickered elements like that, so you can have either Germany or Dutchland, they come with 2 tiles. That's so unnecessary. That's such a Lego thing to do. Come with 2 tiles so that you can have the sticker on each, rather than, you know, just choosing the sticker you want on. Most toys will just come with 1 tile or 1 object and you choose the sticker, but not Lego. They come with multiple stickers, multiple tiles, so that if you're feeling maybe it's Germany today, or maybe you got people around and you want them to be able to read it. That's quite nice. Nice building technique here with the bars into the studs. What is this element? Is that just floating up there? That looks like a half circle. Oh, is it a 1x2 rounded plate, isn't it? That's why it looks like a half circle. Got a nice outer system build here. And Minecraft turtle eggs. I didn't see that the first time. That one's pretty cool. Anyway, let's get straight into the turret. No, I said before we're building the turret that I was going to build the lightsaber make and take. We have the pieces here. We have the, oh look, Lego logo and all. You don't get much more official than that. We have all the elements for the Lego lightsaber that will be available this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Check the Lego site just to make sure times will vary across, no matter where you're trying to find this. And some Lego stores won't have this available. I don't think it's at everyone. Pretty easy design. Do I need to get up the instructions for it, or can we have a little guess? Where did they go? Tell you what, rather than looking for the instructions, let me get up an image. Lightsaber make and take. We should be able to, even if you don't have the instructions, you should be able to part it out pretty easily just from the image. Let me bring up the image so that we can all look as we build. There we go. 2026. Lucasfilm and the Lego Group. Wish the blade was just a little longer. Just a little bit longer. It's quite a small one. But a few good parts in this. We've got the underside tile, which has come in the gunship. It's come in a few Star Wars sets. That isn't the most common of elements and is nice for mock building. So even if you're not looking at keeping this thing built for too long, perhaps go in and picking it up so that you can... All right, that's weird. We'll look at that in a second. Even go in and picking it up so you can get some nice free parts from the Lego store. Might be a good idea, a nice trip, and you'll also be able to see some of the Smart Play sets if you haven't gone to the Lego store yet and taken a little look yourself. And then, oh yes, nice little bit of Technic in here. I'm getting used to seeing a bit more Technic out and about. We want the friction pins. If you're pieing this out, I'd recommend going with red or grey, because otherwise the red tile that I don't have, I have a ladybug. I'll get a red tile in a minute, and a minute ladybug will do. Otherwise the tile will spin around and you don't want that on your lightsaber. No loose parts rattling as you're building. Oh, no, that doesn't go there. That is for that. And then a jumper on top for the lightsaber, which is only 6 bricks tall. Now, we've got Harry Potter ones that have come with, well, a lot more bricks than this. The Harry Potter wand is a lot bigger than this. This is a McDonald's toy. This reminds me of the old McDonald's toy lightsabers that I used to have with the really short blades. And no one's Avada Kedavra in with this. This is... It's decent. It works. You can tell it's a lightsaber. It's got some of the designs. I think it is unfinished as well. Like a lot of Lego Star Wars products, it just doesn't seem to be fully there. We've got a load of studs out here. Let's get the proper piece for that. The red tile on the front. Although the ladybug is a nice touch. Maybe that's a nice way to get the ladybug on a Star Wars lightsaber. Add some grass and leaf elements while we're at it. There we go. Red button one side, and there is a black tile on the other. So let's make sure we got that one too. Can't be missing any of them. Oh. Maybe a bar up the middle. There's no lightsaber bars up the middle of it. There's not one long enough. There's not an 8 length in translucent blue. But it pops off. This bottom one is nice and secure. Maybe it's just the brick. Nope, not the brick. It's just the connection between other translucent bricks. If you were to fold it here, oh, it does come off. Maybe even a white. Does the 8 length bar in white exist? That would solve it. But also, on those 8 studs, I'd recommend adding a few jumpers to it and add in some gold, because on all the Skywalker sabers, whether you're looking at Luke's, Anakin's, Rey's, or anyone else that has wielded it, Han Solo's briefly, Maz Kanata's briefly, Finn's briefly, probably Kylo's briefly, maybe Leia's briefly, who knows how many other people. Oh, I forgot the ingots. Who knows? Who else has wielded it? No one really knows who else has wielded the Skywalker saber. What we do know is that Anakin, Luke and Rey have had it for the most time, and all 3 of their sabers have some form of gold on the side. Sticking out is a bit thicker. Perhaps this could have been done as well with some of their 2x2 rounded bricks with the Technic pins in, but that completes it. That little bit of gold, a pop of colour, and potentially even some thicker bricks, thinking wand-like bricks that they could run an axle, at least on the end here, all the way through. This Technic brick doesn't allow for an axle to go through, and neither do any of these plates here. At least a few more of these 1x1s. I don't know how many I own, and I don't know how tall a lightsaber should be. Needs a handful. Let's double it. You're going with a friend or a parent or a child or a partner. You might be able to pick up 2 of these. Maybe not a pet. Lego stores aren't pet friendly, and also they probably wouldn't allow pets to have make and takes. You know, they might try and eat the parts, and that goes against all sorts of health and safety. Oh, one more. Yes. But if you were to pick up 2 of these, maybe you've got some of these parts like I do, laying around, and you just double the length. Okay, that's looking more lightsabery. This is like their lightsaber pens now. The ratio isn't perfect, but at least the blade is longer than the hilt. Otherwise, the blade is about 2/3 of the length of the hilt. That looks better. They've just doubled up the bricks on top, and now you could actually duel with it. Not very well. There is all sorts of bars that they could chop down to the right length to fit in here as well. We're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 length bars, I'm pretty sure exist. Or we just have regularbrickout.com. We have to search that. Oh, no. no, that's not the bar we're looking for. Maybe an axle, if they were to go with 2x2. No, okay, it doesn't exist. 14 length bar. Just going to show 4s and everything in between. Did I spell bar wrong? No, I didn't. They could come out with a 16 length bar. What's the longest length bar that we've got? We got a 6x6. Is it? Is that not a... Oh, that's different to the 6 length. 6x6 is slightly longer past this point, it looks like. What is this used for? Yeah, it's getting a little distracted here. Flagpoles. And it's not that old either. It's in the old V19. Wow. Should try and build that with a new set. A lot thinner, and I'm sure there's some bigger plates in it. A lot of Star Wars sets. Even the Death Star, the wire wing. Because it's the older version of the 6 length. Most of those are sticking out the ship, so they'll still work. With the newer ones, there's the new 6 length bar. How long is the land speeder one? Not the new Luke land speeder, but we'll say like the 2010 one. 16.8 centimeters, 21 studs. So you'd have to cut down this bar. Yeah, that is more of a pain than it's probably worth for Lego. This is a make and take, little freebie, but at least increasing the length of these, because they're going to be just as fragile either way. Maybe, I don't know if even just getting rid of them and having just the hilt with these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 studs, 6 bricks. Hello there. Maybe getting rid of the 6 bricks on top for that side detailing just makes it that extra little bit better. But I do think every lightsaber needs a blade. Look at that. If Lego actually kept in contact with what happens in stores, they don't keep in contact whatsoever, and they know it. If Lego did keep in contact, so like their make and takes, official Lego make and take this, and also their pad wall, if they had someone overseeing everything that goes in a Lego store, we get this lightsaber as a free make and take, this on the pick and build. The pad wall having as many of these in blue, in red, and potentially in green, because I have a few like neon green ones and a few dark green. That'd be good for Ahsoka or for Luke, and you can just swap out mainly blue because it matches the saber. But kids aren't fussed what color the blade is. They'll go with red, they'll go with green, they'll go with whatever looks cool. Maybe even those 1x1 glittery purple bricks will work on here. That's pretty awesome though. Kind of want a little stand for it, and because it's flat on a base, because it's got a flat base, it does stand up even with the blade. Where's the center point of the camera? Somewhere, I guess center of the screen, isn't it? Could have guessed that. There you go. It stands up, and that isn't half bad. We'll keep that on the side as we build through the Trooper turret. Now this does have a similar play feature to the X-Wing, but rather than the actual smart brick moving, I think it just lifts up the lollipop, and there is a red lollipop. They should have brought that back. But we'll see how satisfying it is to fire this one, because there's no springs involved. Could put this down here, then I won't forget about it. Hopefully it won't. 6, what was it? 6x8. I think this is, if you're starting off mock building, this is the perfect size. 6x8. It's not quite an 8x8. Square can be hard to fill everything sometimes. You go with slightly smaller. And a 6x8. You've got then your dimension. You know what you want to be the front based on the scene. Hello there. And for anyone not knowing where to start, always start with the plates. Actually, I wish I started with the plates of Yavin. I've started clearing up started clearing up the shelves here, making way for our entire Yavin Dagobah Endor project. And I think somewhat sectioning it off. So Yavin, as soon as we have, I don't think Vader's tie is all that important for Yavin. But we've got Yavin, we've got the Y-Wing, we've got the X-Wing. We're going to have the A-Wing, hopefully, by the end of the stream. And then for Dagobah, we got Yoda's Hut. I do want to build a little dark side cave. Maybe Vader's tie can show up in that. And then we've also got Endor. Got a few plans for Endor. Endor, we've only got vehicles, so the builds are as much as we can do. And oh, I've got plans for Endor. Boy, do I have plans for Endor. Too many plans, some say. The Lego Darth Vader Smart Brick set came today. Nice. Are you going to be opening it up and playing around? I hope to build Vader's... I was going to build Vader's tie next, but I kind of want to pace these out. I don't want to build too many smart play sets because by the end of it, I probably will be sick of all the red plates and red tiles. So we probably will get another live in this week on Thursday. And I might do a little Ninjago one. I've been neglecting the Ninjago project. And then we'll get back to Star Wars. So maybe Saturday. Saturday I'll be building Vader's tie. And if we have time on stream, I'll fill in the back of it. If not, I'll incorporate that into the video. But filling in the back, like we did with the X-Wing. Already built it! Oh, how good is it? The Darth Vader... The biggest problem I have with the set is the Darth Vader minifigure. I still want Lego to come out with a generic Darth Vader that applies to just every theme, or even better, because Vader flies his ship in technically Rebels as well, but in A New Hope, which is what these are meant to pair up to, all original trilogy builds. I think they could have come out with a brand new Vader. Imagine limited edition Vader. It would just... I would be picking up the set. I said with the X-Wing, if they come with... What was the figure? Was it the Rebel Royal Guard? That was it, yeah. The Rebel Royal Guard would have made me pick up the X-Wing. I think A New Hope Darth Vader, I'd have to have it. I'd have to pick it up. After asking Lego for so long, I couldn't neglect it. But not yet. Maybe next year. Maybe next year. Ooh, that's a nice blue. Great. Vader's ship, I did say was the worst out of the smart play sets, but I just want to reiterate, that doesn't mean it's a bad set. I think you fill in the back of Vader's tie. That's the best Vader's tie we have ever seen, and chances are we won't be getting another one for another 10 years. Next year, there are going to be so many people revisiting Vader's tie to add it to mocks. That wing detailing is honestly probably one of the best ties we've seen. I don't know, the Solo TIE Fighter gets really good praises. I haven't built that, so I don't really know how that holds up to the rest. But those rounded off pieces, like these rounded off pieces on the wing with the two different angles of slopes, wow. That would have been a pain in... As someone who's built their own Vader's tie, that's a pain in the bum to work. I just took the wings from the bomber. I cheated my way out of that one. A little clip on either side. No more... Oh, we got the corner slopes. They might be in here. Keep that. Two hands. Also the minifigures. A stormtrooper wouldn't have hurt. As someone who does like to amass an army, a stormtrooper wouldn't have hurt in Vader's tie. But if the only nitpick I really have is the minifigures, you know, the build, fill in the back. They could resell that. We said about the Y-Wing being resold for Clone Wars. They fill in the back of Vader's tie. They could sell that as part of another Vader's castle later this year. Which, please, Lego, don't do that. I'm already buying so much Lego. I can't add another Vader's castle on top of the one that we're already building. I could. I shouldn't. I'm surprised how similar this base of the turret is. There was a turret in 2015, one of the first order battle packs. And I'm surprised at how similar this is to that. I guess at the end of the day, a turret's a turret, but it is quite a similar build. Another one of those. Ah! No, we don't need the single clips. I suppose this is the only clip we can't part out. These elements. Nice to see I have them in light grey already. No dark greys. I forget I can pull these tubs out of the drawer. Makes it easier to find the piece you need. Oh, there's one. Look at that. That's an old one. That's an old one because the new ones have the clip without the gap. Let me pop one off. There you go. The new ones have the clip without the gap. And you'll see what I mean when I show you the gap. Look at that gap. There's a gap in the clip. It's like it's cracked right through the middle, but it's meant to be there. It's molded. What's the number of this? Oh, I can't read that. Not without my magnifying glass. And I think I only have one of them. So almost had two grey. I'll use one though, because the other one's going to be hidden the other side. We'll use a grey one. The other grey. Yeah. Hello there. I'm finishing off the X-Wing first. So this is the turret from the new Smart Plate X-Wing. Parting it out. And then we're going to get onto the A-Wing, which I know some of the slopes for the front. Now, I do have the acclimator down here, and I've already got the parts to have built it. So I have the slopes for most of, at least, of the A-Wing. But what I kind of want to do is try and get some hinge bricks or get some angles in there and kind of mod together our own A-Wing. Because a lot of the point of this is to show people that you can build the Lego set without paying however much for the set, saving on those smart brick prices. That's what we're doing. And you're still ending up with the same finished built model. Just, you have to make your own noises, which I think is a lot more fun than listening to the smart brick after Sunday. If you want to know what sounds the smart brick makes, go check out Sunday stream. Not a fan. Not a fan of it. It's not terrible. It's just not what I thought it was. Not what I was expecting. I have a bunch of these grey slopes from that battle pack. Why are they only light bluish grey? I wonder if the battle pack I'm thinking of was light bluish grey. It's the... Oh yeah, we've also built the make and take for this weekend, for anyone wondering. Yeah, get rid of that. We just want straight up Raquel. First order. This is the one, light bluish grey. Huh. Same thing with Yavin. It adds another colour. You got the dark grey there. I think that is light grey as well. That looks like it could have been a Death Star cannon. And I think that's probably the thought behind it. We do have a Death Star cannon. Oh yeah, that's a bit different though. There's a manned cannon. And this is meant to be an One of the outside ones. I know there's a stormtrooper sat on it as well, but this is one of the unmanned cannons. Just with a minifigure on. And smart brick sold separately. Am I going to cover up the holes left for the smart bricks? Yes. So, what I've done already with the X-Wing is we created a cockpit brick. And what this cockpit brick, let's not mess up saying any of that, is the older style cockpit on a brick, and this goes straight into the official Lego X-Wing. So that's what you're left with once you remove the cockpit. And then you put the cockpit brick on top, the cockpit. And then that uses up the older one. You can also recolor the button and recolor the sides. I don't think that's too much of an issue. I quite like the red, which is why we added a bit more red on our cockpit. And I've also got the stickers to apply to that. That's going to look real nice. Real nice once we're done. But you're going to have to stick around for the video for that. We're not doing stickers on stream. I'm going to need real focus for that. First off, the turret's the last one, but there's a turret in this set and in the throne room. Throne room with the A-Wing. Oh no, not the macro binoculars. Thank you. Thank you very much. Let's not skip ahead. We'll get to the macro binocs. And we'll get there. How many of these did we have? We don't have any of the smaller 2x2 turntables. We did have this on the other screen with the satellite, and that made the real nice clicking sound. But I don't think we had any turntables in the X-Wing. Oh look, also a little bit of detail. Why not a 6x6, I wonder? Maybe it's so that you can hold it down whilst you spin it. They really have thought of everything, or at least seems that way. But yeah. Thank you very much. Yep, they're still up. Still got the honeycombs. Hexagons are the bestigons after all. Right. The black will fade in, I'm sure. And the macro binoculars. Come on, Lego, bring back the official element. I don't think they have it in light bluish grey. There's a dark bluish grey one that used to come in battle packs. That's in here somewhere. One of the bottom ones, no doubt. Yeah. Right at the bottom of this pile. Here we go. We got them all in here. So Lego have recently been using a lot of these. Ray's hilt, this works perfect for. Not the first time it's used as a lightsaber hilt. I think Ezra's hilt was one of these binoculars. But Lego used to have this macro binocular piece, which they should have never got rid of. Kept it in circulation. It's perfect for Star Wars, and it's one of those accessories that looks a little different, looks a little non-Lego. But then you've got these Wally eyes here that they look exactly the same. They're not a Lego brick or a Lego stud. Wish they didn't get rid of that. That was a lovely piece. Now onto the turret. No pneumatic T-bars, no? Ooh. No, that's a 4x8. Got a few of those to spare. There you go. Step number 13. And then clips. Speaking of the honeycombs, I don't know if you've noticed, but I have been slowly filling them up over the last probably couple of weeks. Getting a few figures from old mocks that I've been breaking down. Today we added the Hot Tub Troopers. I wonder if you can spot. I won't point out where they are. It's going to be very hard if you can't zoom in. Can you see them all? 1, 2, 3. You can see them all, yes. And they're all in different locations, somewhat spread out. It's like a Where's Wally, but of Hot Tub Troopers. So keep an eye out when we go to the full screen. Almost impossible to see him at this size, unless you're watching on a big monitor. Gotta be almost impossible. So, I'm running out of displays from. I might need to order more CMF bases because all the new CMFs have come with designed like with decorative bases, either in different colors. Some of them have been straight up printed on, the Space CMF, the Disney CMF, which started off fun, but now I'm looking for just plain black 4x3s. Never thought I'd have to order them in. I thought I had enough for a lifetime. Do I? No, they're not even on CMF base. I think all of my black CMF bases are up here, which is a lot. It is a lot of them. It is over 100 of them. Gotta be. But just not enough. We need more. More CMF bases. Means more CMFs. Series 29. If that comes with black, if they come with black bases, I could swap those out for some of the coloured ones. Feels weird getting the drawers out for one element and then putting them back, but it's easier than trying to find it. And my Technic, I've just allowed the Technic drawer to live on the floor for now. All of these Lego builds, despite the fact that Technic's not a big part of these Lego builds, it's very much present. Like this firing mechanism is probably the only bit of Technic in this entire build, but it is there. Wow. Just one of those. If we can help it, we won't bring out the entire drawer. Oh, like this as well. We'll grab the bag instead. Number 6. And the lollipop. I haven't really thought what I'm going to do about the lollipop. There's a few different ways we can do it. With a clip, with a towel, with straight up a bar. I think even something as thin as a bar should set it off. Because in the X-Wing we saw the door rail part used. The door rail on either side of the cockpit, which is what activates the smart brick. Which is quite smart. Ooh. So this is... What's the point of this buffer? Because this stops it in the middle, but on the outside... Would it not make more sense to secure it down with another brick? Both sides. Huh. Let's not question it till we've got it built. At least we know we need another one of these. Yeah, because you could even just use the regular Technic pin for it as well. Oh, I don't remember what we need. Let's get them both out. That way we'll have all our Technic to hand. Might as well. We're gonna need it. So we need one of those Technic connectors, a 1x6, which is this one. Once you use enough Technic, you do get the ability to tell what it is by looking at it. And I think sometimes it's easy, but like you pick it up and I know they're 1x8s just off that glance. So like a special ability you unlock. Through experience, level up enough, and you can then tell what any of the parts are. Hello there, welcome Bevel. Still working through the X-Wing. And then what goes in the middle there? A red element. I love that red. I'm surprised red isn't the colour of the smart brick. Gone a few different ways. Do I... Oh, these aren't bagged. These are in a drawer. Does it matter? Oh, it does matter what element I use. Any of these in red. Red is not a colour I think I have in my inventory. We've got black. We've got grey's probably going to look better than black. We've got white. We've got dark grey. And I think... Oh, and we've got like a teal one. I'm not sure if that's the right element or not. But it is an element. Slider. Oh, wait, they've gone with black on the end here. Maybe I will go with black. Undo that. There we are. Just so it lines up. And then we also have the rubber element on the side. I guess that's the spring. That's the spring to reset it back down. It's got the smallest bit of wiggle in it. Already have to buy parts, and the mock is not even one wall has been built. Starting strong. Sometimes that's how it is. Sometimes that's how it's got to be. Hopefully, though, once you order, I'd always order more parts than you think you'll need, just in case down the line you need to place another order. But I'm sure that bonus Lego order helped. Have I figured out who that character is? No, it's really bugging me. Who is that character? I had a community post. Let me bring it up just in case anyone watching this stream knows. What is it? You? Nope. There we go. 10 points to anyone that can find the name of this Star Wars character. Who is it? Who? I'm going to start sounding like an owl. Who are you? I don't know who it is. And normally I won't know. And like Frohickey, for instance, we hadn't got to Dragon Rising yet. I saw the face in the Lego Ninjago magazine. Frohickey's amazing. Now that I've finished Dragon Rising Season 3, Frohickey is one of my favourite characters in the show. I'm definitely feeling similar energy to Jar Jar. In the best of ways. But everyone in the comments, I think quite quickly I got like 7 comments with people telling me who Mr. Frohickey was. So thank you all for leaving those. But this one has eluded all of us so far. 14 comments, might as well. Oh. I guess I could like it. Different accounts still work. Yeah, it's not Jackson. Jackson's just down here on the speeder. I should have included Jackson, really, because Jackson is a fairly new character to a lot of people. I know about Jackson just before Rebuild the Galaxy. But if you don't know Jackson before, you don't recognize the bounty hunter, probably Jackson. But no, it's not. No one knows. Or Jedi Master Mouldie, maybe. Maybe this is all just advertising and this is actually my character in a green AT-AT. That's possible. You can't see most of the green on stream. I have a green Yoda board, I have a green desk, which you do get to see, but this is a lot greener in person. If you're looking at picking up one of these mats, this is what green? It's lighter than Lego green, but it's probably not quite light. It's got like green studs with a lighter outside. Really nice. Or Ratata or Raticate. It does look like a braided Raticate, if Raticate was dark bluish grey. Still don't know who it is though. It's gonna bug us. Till the book comes out. And even worse, I found out that the book doesn't come out until like the end of September. We're gonna have advent calendars before we find out who that character is, if they're even named in the book. I don't know. Bucky O'Hare. Yeah, Jackson's the green rabbit, and I do call Jackson a rabbit because Jackson is a part of a criminal organization called the Rabbit's Foot. So he's a rabbit, not by the species, but by the criminal organization. Yeah, this is Jackson T. Tumperaki. Tumperaki, never said that out loud. This is Jackson. And he is also, they also are at the bottom of that new book. There's an article about it on Star Wars. They haven't mentioned it. I've tried to find other places that have announced the book's release to see if they've announced who this character could be. Nothing so far. Oh, wait. Connected it both sides. I suppose just for accuracy. So, maybe some of you that have built the set will be able to answer this for me. Does the smart brick only activate to shoot when red is both sides? Is red one side something different? Like red both sides? Oh, that's satisfying. Oh, I thought it couldn't get more satisfying than the X-Wing. Oh, it's so small and it doesn't properly reset. No, it doesn't properly reset. Probably enough for what the set needs, but like it's still at a slight angle. You can see that's not 90 degrees. It's still wonking a little bit, but that's satisfying. Oh, a few red studs. This goes back on here. Yeah, should have guessed that. Oh, that's better. Now it's studded down. It depends. If bad things happen when you're called that, maybe start worrying. Have I seen Anthony Daniels' ad about talking to his Lego minifigure? I hope he got paid generously for that. I really do. It felt awkward. I love AD. I'm going to call him AD. We're cool like that. Call him AD. He calls me Eminem. You know, it's a little thing that me and AD have going on. At least I talk back, unlike the Lego 3PO. Yeah, if you haven't seen the advert, I saw it over on Instagram. I seldom am I on Instagram, but when I do, I love the fact that it's always a new Lego post that pops up. And yeah, he's talking to it and it's all like, hi, it makes a noise. But I think even he can't understand what 3PO's saying. And if there's one person in the whole world that should be able to understand 3PO, I think it's AD. The fact that Lego are pushing this for Star Wars, I think, not making it sound like 3PO. 3PO's had a load of different voices over the years, but the new toy that came out a few days ago, in terms of speech, I've said my favorite sound is the land speeder / starfighter sound with the swoosh in. I think it's Vader's. Actually, Vader's starfighter sound. The sound it makes when it's the right way up, not upside down. That kind of curse. But the Vader starfighter sound is my favorite sound. That and Luke's land speeder. But the minifigures, the Emperor throwing up, C-3PO, like, at what point does it become inappropriate for us to make characters make some random noises? I do think they could have worked on the voices a bit, even if it's just some droid adjacent sounds. 3PO, minifigure, Greedo singing. Greedo singing's a highlight. The Emperor singing, whoever singing. But some of the other sounds, not sure about that. Hello there. Welcome back. So lollipops, what are we doing? Good question. What are we doing for the lollipops? I don't know what color lollipops I have. I think I've got a few in VIP bags, you know, like the summer VIP kit. Let's see if we got any in food and drink. Oh, There's a lollipop. There's a lollipop. There's another lollipop. All in the same colour. We've got a fish. We've got hot dogs. We've got... You know what would also work? The frying pan stud. In red. Right. It's an awkward piece to find in red. I think most pieces, unless it's an apple, which apples are in green, red, and there's a weird colour included in the Dagobah. So apples are going to be all sorts of colours across it. There's going to be like mouldy apples in City Set. Oh, what's that one? No, all the same. Or we could have this with a tile on the end, but I don't think it sticks out as much as a lollipop. No, it's just too short. It might activate the smart brick, but it'd be close. So I think we're going to stick with these neon green lollipops. You know what's going to happen? What's going to happen is the trooper's going to get on the turret waving these, and the X-Wing's going to think it's like ushering it into land. It's just going to come down crashing on this turret. I guess you don't need 2 smart bricks for that. It would be a cool play feature for like robot arms. Kind of looks like they're dancing. Especially with the holes in the plate that look like eyes. But that's it, not activated it, and then pew! Pew pew. So you could grab your smart brick. There you go. Grab your smart brick. I don't have a black mocked out smart brick. I do have this one. And pew 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 pew. Pew pew pew. See, that sounds better than the smart brick. A little bit. Made a mess with that one. Who let me have that tray? I'm going to find that after the stream. Just got a note saying you're in the top 0.01%. Is that mad? That sounds impressive. What's better for 2x2 bricks? Pick a brick boxes or pick a brick online? Oh, I don't know, because in store you get a few bonus bricks. I'd have to assume in store would be. You don't get to choose the color, but if you're building up a load of big mocks, then that's not a problem, because the boxes are 11. Where's the wheel box? No more bugs have come out of it today. We just had the one from yesterday. And this is, oh, we've got a desk map for this reason. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. You could probably force it, because you've got that extra stud, you could probably force 22. So you've got 22, you can stack them up to 6 tall, and again, you're forcing the lid like this. It's going to be open a little bit, but that is no reason to do math. If you've got a computer, use it. 1,320 2x2 bricks. So we can actually work this out. Lego.com. Oh, back up. Whoa, 200%. Bricks and pieces. View all. And we want a 2x2 brick. We'll go with the cheapest colour, which usually they give. So 12 pence. Yeah, I think all these colours are 12. They're like a gold or a rare shade of purple that might be more expensive. Nope, all 12 pence. So if we can get that many bricks in a pick-a-brick, which is, I want to say a small box is like £8-9, so a large box must be a bit cheaper than that. What is the cost of a pad box? $17.99. Let me just verify the source for that. Nope. What? You search Okay, this is where AI is a problem. Quick rant. You search Pab box cost UK. $8.99 for the small box, $17.99 for the large box. You click the link. It's a Brick Fanatics article from the 4th of March 2024. That's when they up their prices. And it says $16.99 for the large box. Where's Google got 17 from? Even if I go back to Google, it says $17.99. And then it says $16.99 in key details. Is this bugging out? What's going on with this? So, okay. Anyway, ran over. What was it? $16.99 divided by how many bricks you can fit in. And we're looking for sub 12 pence. Sub 12 pence. For 3 months straight is even more impressive. Oh wait, that's 1.2 pence, isn't it? We've done the math right on that. Yep, that's 1.2 pence. So it's 10 times better. 1.2, wow. That's not bad. 1.2 pence. And this is all my 2x2s in this bag here. I've probably got 3 pad boxes full. So if I ever run out of those, I got to load in those. Oh, I just said it earlier. Those bases that you make for the modulars, Mills plates. Yes, I got a load Mills plated that I still need to break down. But 1.2 pence. Different currencies will vary. In the UK, it's 10 times more efficient to fill a box at a Lego store. I mean, even if you calculate how long you'll be stacking, 2x2s won't be too long. 1,000 of them. Have we done the math right? Yeah, 6 lots. 6 lots. 10 rows. Did we? We did studs. 10 studs by 22. That's 1x1 bricks. That's 1x1 bricks. No, we're meant to half. Okay, half in it still though. $16.99. I think we just times our thing by 4. Yeah, times it by 4. It's not 10 times. It's just better than half price compared to online. Okay, sorry Bevel, I led you astray there. It's not like I've got a maths degree or anything. That is not good. That's where I always used to mess up back, like early maths. It would always be on the very first number that I put. I'd count it and be like, yeah, that's good. Just better than half price. There's your answer. Oh, could you imagine we left it there? Wow, it's so cheap. You stock up and then you're looking at it. This isn't as good as it worked out. Better than half price is still pretty cool, because then you get to go to the Lego store. Travel costs, maybe you can add that into it. Legos online ain't terrible. It ain't terrible. It just ain't as good as half the rest. Smart brick. With a smart brick, we might as well keep out the red plates, red tiles. They're everywhere. We'll need those for the A-Wing. Although, I don't know if the A-Wing does have the smart brick in it. I know the turret. I don't know if the turret does. I don't know if any of them do. Yep, Pab is cheaper than online. Why about half the price? So you could go in store, and for what it would cost you to get, what was it, like 600 bricks? You could fill 2 boxes with 600 bricks. No, for what it would cost 300 bricks online, you could fill 2 boxes and probably pick yourself up a CMF or a keyring on top of that. Especially if you're coinciding it with the new CMFs coming out in May. I feel like it could have been April. Could have been April. Smart Brick is coming to Pokemon, yes. Hopefully soon. I don't think they'll do it for May because it's still usually a big month for Star Wars, but perhaps by the June wave. Yeah, you've got to stack them pretty effectively, and then I don't know why I'm trying to part out 2 of these. And then join the queue as well if your Lego store gets busy. 2x2s ain't too bad. Even 1x2 masonry bricks, they're not too bad. It's the plates that take forever. 6 bricks to, you could probably time it. Before you go to the Lego store, see how long it takes you to fill. Don't do hundreds. Maybe get like 60 bricks, do 10 stacks, and see how long it takes you to stack 10 of them, times that by 5, and that's how long it would take you to do an entire box. What happens in May? Star Wars! Star Wars happens in May. Opened a Lego Restore sale today. Awesome. Hope that goes well. I ended up building all of ours, didn't we? Went to pick it up to open a part, and the store was live for a few days, and then I ended up closing the store and just building all the sets. I like building way too much to part with the bricks. How does this connect? It's got to be somewhere. Still got so much to do. I want to connect it and then continue it. I'm going to skip ahead. But how's that connect? Are we assuming this goes in the center? Because the smart brick's in the center. Oh, wrong way around anyway. Got to be in the center, right? Got you in the news. Oh, nice. Might have to check that out then. Maybe got some of the new parts, have you? No smart bricks on sale just yet. That's what we were going to check. If anyone's selling the smart brick. No, still. There is someone selling the smart brick. All right. We have a market value of the smart brick. It's more than I guessed. I guessed 20-ish quid. But this will drop down because there will be other people that will be willing, maybe 25 odd pound, but mad. 50 quid with shipping for the smart brick. 1.7. 1.7, so it's just taller than 5 plates. It's 5 plates and a smidge. Or is 1.7 what they use to say 2/3? Is that brick owl denotation, or is it just bigger out of system? Do it. No, I can't. Maybe if they had to. Maybe if they had to, I'd be spending what, 80 quid? It's almost the throne room. 80 quid. 140. Oh no, it's not almost the throne room. It's a bit of a stretch away. Little bit of a stretch. Buy 3 jumpers. Don't tempt me. Don't tempt me. If I had that sort of money, I'd probably have picked up the X-Wing and the TIE Fighter. Yeah. Yeah, what have I done? Insane advertisement. Anyone that wants to pick it up, I would recommend picking up Vader's ship instead. I think. Now, how much is the set going without a smart brick? No one's selling it. I'd be curious to see if anyone on like other sites are selling these sets minus the smart brick with a slight reduction for people that just aren't fast about the smart play brick and don't want any tech. You know, some people will be anti-tech but will still love these sets. But no one's selling it so far. Especially Lego designers, anti-screen time. Hey, that's why things like the open backs and some of the minifigures aren't being fixed, because Lego are anti-screen time. They haven't been watching our video. We know that's not true. Lego love our Batman stream, but Lego haven't been watching any of the other videos. They've been limiting their screen time and they've been missing our Our feedback. Maybe they should stop building and start watching. Final Duel is the best of the lot. I do. It's heavily swayed by not just the A-Wing, but because it comes with 2 smart bricks, I don't think anything else was ever going to beat it. As soon as that got announced. Oh, wait, brackets. Oh. Are these spare studs that they're clipping? If we don't get any other spare studs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are sly little spare studs being snuck in. They thought we weren't going to notice, but we did. Like Crux when it comes to Lego technology. Yeah, sometimes the I go both ways. I think I balance between Acronics and Crux, but I get that reference now. Yeah, sometimes technology can be really helpful, but then you come across something like chatbots, and how much money have big companies invested? So many adverts. I'm so happy Lego isn't doing this. So many adverts recently have been made with AI, and they're companies that, especially some of the work they were doing over lockdowns for people, I kind of trusted to a degree. Not as much as Lego, mind you. Yes, Lego's at a distance. Lego sometimes good, sometimes bad. But so many of these companies did good things over lockdowns, and especially with some of the political events going on recently, they've been doing good things. And then, like last year, they invest so many millions, potentially some companies even billions, in AI. Just can't with it. Why? All that wasted money into AI. Well, it's not wasted, it's good marketing for half of them, but so many companies have invested in AI just for it to slowly die off now. What that money could have done. I understood that reference. Acronics was crazy into tech though. Addicted to it. Couldn't function without it, and to be fair, it did save them quite a few times. So without Acronics's tech addiction, don't know where they'd be. Not quite all the way out, but not quite all the way in for these. They have to be slightly out. And then there you go. Whee! Where's the script? Oh, I guess they don't want to catch any of the turret here. Wrong one. Oh, right on top. And that's where the trooper sits. It's quite a hard turret to turn, but I suppose you don't want to accidentally, like, you'd want to follow through with the X-Wing. And because it's on that locked system, similar to this piece that we have laying around, because it's on that ratchet system, it makes it very hard for it to smoothly follow the X-Wing's motion. This would be hard if you did have 2 smart bricks. It wouldn't be hard with 2 snot bricks. You wouldn't be able to build anything with those 2 snot bricks. Be hard with 2 smart bricks just to keep up with the motion. Is Acronics an iPad kid or is Acronics an iPad adult? Because he kind of grew with it. I love seeing that when because a lot of people are born with tech. Like, phones were about when I was young, tablets were about. So I grew up knowing how to use those devices. So it become a lot of like texting. For instance, texting. is almost as good as just speaking in terms of my capabilities at it and typing. Whereas I feel like typing used to be a skill. You used to have to practice at it and train at it. I know there were typing classes back in the 80s and 90s so that people could get more proficient at it. And it's only because of those classes that younger generations can grow up being able to type anything looking away from the keyboard. But I quite like seeing older generations using a brand new bit of tech and being even more proficient because they understand the core basics behind it. It's even more impressive because it's not second nature. It's something they've had to really try for. And it is impressive. Not to say they would find it much harder, but it's a skill. It's a skill at that point. So Acronix being so good and knowing like all that about tech, rather than just giving up and saying, oh, these iPad baby ninjas, is impressive. Happy for Acronix. Whereas Crux, on the other hand, is, oh, we don't need tech. When throughout those seasons of Ninjago, season, throughout their time at Ninjago, how many times does tech save them? Or at least help them out, know which way they're going? More than zero. That's all we need. More than zero works. I say that, but your dad grew up with it, and the poor guy can't have a Gmail account. Sometimes I do think what we know as basic tools, like even setting up an email, compared to just setting up an email and going with it, the security that a lot of tech has to have does complicate things, and it's for reasons, especially with some of the technological problems that large companies have been having. What's up with that? They're meant to have the better security out of a lot of us. And some people's personal security is better than these big companies. Yeah, we're swapping out those turrets for the better ones again, just like we did on the X-Wing. Like X-Wing, like turret. And a sloop. Oh. Make sure it's on the front. And then what? And then what for the turret? Is this not the end of it? Do we have to read about the origins of the turret? Oh, all the smart brick stuff. I think this is such a goofy feature that when the smart brick gets knocked over, so when it shakes it does something, when it goes on the side, it must have some gyro stabilization feature inside that it knows it's not up straight, because Vader will like throw up when he's upside down. The trooper will... See, the thing is, the blurg plays dead. So does the turret play dead? Have I seen the Tournament of Elements? I have. I'm fully caught up. Actually, we watched the first one of Wu's teas, which I think Wu's teas probably come out when shorts were exploding, because they seem like they're little shorts, almost trailer-like clips that have just been put together in episode-length features, which is nicer to watch back than have a million shorts to scroll through. But yeah, so we've seen a lot of it. Tournament of Elements. Tournament of Elements was the first one, wasn't it? And then you have the Tournament of Sources, which is not the second one, but the other one, you know. Not like they're connected much. But it was nice seeing similarities between Ninjago and Dragon's Rising in little bits like that. Oh, here we go. No poster for Smart Play. They brought out a poster for the Pokemon Day, but not a Smart Play Day. suppose it's quite hard to put this on one poster. They did it with one piece. Could do it similar to that. Smart brick not included. But now we have done, let's get rid of all this. That's the X-Wing, onto the A-Wing. Should we start with the A-Wing or the turret? A-Wing or the turret? Maybe the A-Wing. I do want to build a ship. But what I was saying with the A-Wing is the A-Wing's got a load of new elements to it. It's got the new dark red slopes on the nose. It's got the white slopes on the corner that are actually found in the Lambda shuttle on the side. These bits here. They're found in the Lambda shuttle. They're found in the U-Wing. These side bits here are found in... Oh, it's not Plo Koon's microfighter. They're dark blue and they're the 1x. Are these... They're not in the Lambda, are they? They're in another Star Wars vehicle. It might have been the U-Wing. I can't remember. Tournament of Elements is your number one. Sons of Garmadon second, then Hunted. Sons of Garmadon. Wow, yeah, that was... I like how Ninjago tied a lot into a whole subplot of Garmadon and the Overlord. Garmadon and the Overlord were like present every season. Which they go hand in hand anyway. Hands of Time, Possession, and Tournament of Elements. Only watch the OG series. Fair enough. Can't find season 8+ anywhere. In the UK, I think all the way up to season 15 part 2 is on ITV. ITV Plus for free, yes. You get one advertisement in the middle of the episode, but we found out, anyone watching on ITV, if you string episodes together, sometimes 2-3 episodes, then the later episodes don't always get an advertisement. ITV are quite nice with it. So shout out ITV just for the lack of ads. I can respect that. Is this just one? Is this a reference to something? What is that a reference to? Oh, wait, no, it might actually be a feature. Oh, it is a feature. Oh, this was hidden well. Oh, they've got a little ball on it. Okay. Huh. The back of this is going to be so fun to build up because it reminds me of the A-Wing mark that we made. But let me grab that element. Boy. I want to do a tier list for ITV going under the radar. Yes. Yeah, they have up to season 15 part 1. I can't remember. If you Google it, season 15 part 2 is on another streaming service of sorts. So you should be able to find that with a Google. And then you can go back to ITV for Dragons Rising and the rest of it. The rest of it should be on there. Including Woo's Teas. I can't recommend Woo's Teas, but if you want to find out what it is, go watch it. It's... What is it? What is Woo's Teas? It's not what I expected at all. In one of the seasons, Woo does set up a tea shop, but it's unrelated to that. It's a different location, and it doesn't... Does it like... Maybe it does line up a little bit. I suppose it would just be before. Here we go. If you don't have one of the dome elements, the handle to the aerial is a little smaller, but because it is smaller, not bigger, it will also work. But the Ewok nostril is definitely the best part for this, as it is featured in the set. If you've got the element, no point prying it out, but you do have the option there. Ooh. We've used the grey ones of this on... Yeah, no, not Yavin. Yeah, must have been Yavin. No, we used green ones on Yavin. Something ground. Something. Oh, it was something ground, and that something ground was the little satellite. That was for the X-Wing. This one. That's where we used them. The little turny satellite. I guess we should get the turret out of the way. We're not building that anymore. We're on to the best set of the wave, potentially. Possession has its T business, but it's not the same. Maybe it is. I don't know. I haven't finished watching Woo's Teas. Maybe it does lead into it, but it's just a different shop. And it threw me because I thought it would be, you know, behind the scenes of that, what he's been doing, what he's working on. But the fact that it's a different business, same business, different location. The fact that it's a different location completely threw me. Didn't know what to expect after that. And then it just got weirder because they were all shorts compiled up, and it blew my expectations. At least it did that. For good or for bad. One by twos. White and red. Something about this colour scheme. Maybe that's what's drawn me to this A-Wing again. Have I ever built a white and red? We did build, I think we built a white and red one in the Home 1 set. One of the original Home 1 sets. That's more like it. Yeah, this one. 2009. That was dark green. That wasn't even red. And that come with a similar pilot. This was a great set to build. Decent lineup of minifigures. 6 figures. And I think it was this a £90 set at the time, or a £100 set? Must have been about a £90 set at the time. Oh wow, that Lando, General Lando Calrissian. You could part out that figure, couldn't you? Instead of General Lando Calrissian, if you get the torso from, I'm trying to find not Dodana. You've got the torso. Oh, wait, Crix Medine. I think that's who I'm thinking of. No, he hasn't got a new torso. There is one that came in the Ghost. You could use that torso, and just realised I searched Ghost in a database that includes Ninjago. First Officer Hawkins. Switch out the arm colour and give Lando a sash. It's a pretty decent Lando custom. Pretty decent. Thanks for hanging. May the bricks be with you, Alf. Ronin in possession. Got stocks in the company and told them this is not a charity. Yeah. So, because Ronin... So this must be after the fact, because Ronin, I think, is owner of the company in Woo's Teas. So it takes place afterwards. Maybe it's in an alternate universe. Maybe that's what's confused me. That it isn't as direct as I think. Because that would work. Similar with the comics with Salil. Like it's headcanon. I can't remember what they call them. A lot of fans refer to them as AU or alternate universes. But Ninjago have their own word for it. And it's like maybe could be true books, something like that. Very long-winded. Maybe could be true, or true unless proven otherwise. It's something like that they call books that, well, that's what it says on the tin, might be true unless they say otherwise in the show. If there's an episode that goes against it, or like the fact that in the comics, Salil, in the comics, or was it in the book, Salil becomes the water ninja. Obviously that can't work because in the show there is a water ninja. There is the water ninja, not just a water ninja. But we do have Salil in Fortnite, which I'm kind of counting as some sort of headcanon. Not that Fortnite is real and there's someone running around killing all the bamboo plants because I need to make home bamboo for everything. Yeah, I would not be great in the Ninjago universe, just collecting everyone else's rice as well, because I still don't know how to plant rice. I don't know if it's only location specific, or if I can just plant it anywhere. Rice plants need certain conditions that my first base does not account for. But also, whilst I'm speaking, Odyssey, which is the game mode on Fortnite, Lego Minecraft, the Ninjago quests are still bugged, and we're approaching 4 months. No, have we come up to 4 months? When did it come out? December 2025. Do I have a specific date? December the 11th. January, February, March, April 11th. They have until April 11th because that's how long it took for Skywalker Saga to get patched. 4 months. Did I even search through this? Yeah, I did. Not in there. 4 months they've got to patch it. And I did say that when we were playing it, yeah, we got the J-Quest bug. A load of people have been getting the Lloyd bug. I do think you could continue through and unlock most things without talking to the characters. I kind of want to Google the quests and complete them on our own, but it's not the same. It's fun when you've got the quests on the side of the screen and you're completing these challenges. If you're doing it just to do it, it does lose a bit of that excitement of every time it checks something off. It is quite fun. It's rewarding as well. In the literal sense, the game gives you some rewards, and also completing things. There's something satisfying in getting something built, even in Lego sets. Every finished Lego set, there is something really satisfying in taking a look at the finished model, being able to display it, play with it, swoosh it around for a bit and jump the cockpit. There's something very satisfying in that. I'm going to go ahead and say we're going to need another one of those in black for the other side. And oh, nothing else from here. 1, 2, 3 singles. Don't know if we've got white. Oh, no, is that, no, it's not. No, it's not. So, dark grey it is. We'll at least colour coordinate it. Make it match up to everything else. And then, want a hue. 1, 2, 3. Oh, and that's it. Understanding the building techniques also. Oh yes, building these sets. Great for mock building practice. Very handy. And seeing how the features work. I think there's understanding how it works and then seeing it in motion. That's real satisfying. 384 2x2 bricks in a pick-a-brick box for 20. Or pick a brick for almost 50. Have you had a little look on, especially if it is for mills plating, have you had a little look on sites like Brickow? Because on Brickow, which is really handy, I've been using this more and more, you can sort by any colour. You don't have to pick a colour. You can go specific or just view them all. And minimum quantity. Minimum quantity available. Why am I doing 50? 384. No data. Oh. Is that sub? By the way, just free advertising here. You're welcome. Is that sub what it cost? It was 5p, wasn't it? In the UK. So we've got 5 stores. I usually go for the yellow ones. I don't know why I went for the yellow ones, but I bought out a load of yellow ones. You can even double, nearly triple some of these orders. So what you're saving on Lego, if you wanted to go crazy on the bricks, you could. Yeah, that's the only thing. So these are used, these are scratched up. This is the sort of bricks that I picked up for a lot cheaper than this. Or you can get some new quality bricks. These are okay. Let's not show off everything they've got in stores. You can sort by new as well. Brand new. We all use like new. I don't mind use like new, but if you do want brand new bricks, then look at that. 0.42. I would take the trip to the Lego store personally, but you know that's a bus ticket to get these shipped the whole way. Minimum order. I think that would be met. I think that would be met and then some with the bricks. Yeah, you can buy new bricks. Dark brown, I wouldn't risk it. Wouldn't risk dark brown, reddish brown, dark blue, dark red. Wouldn't risk it. In the UK, it's probably not that bad. Look at all these bricks in the same store. Wow. And this is also cheaper finding them in store at this price. But yeah, any of the fragile colors, the darker colors, wouldn't risk this. But yellow's not bad. Yellow's a nice color. But I do think the bricks from Lego are worth that extra couple of pence in store. Yeah, fair. All right. 1, 2, and then we haven't seen it, but I was right. And then more lollipops. No, I said that the smart brick wasn't on the A-wing, and it's hidden in the back. It's hidden in the back, so I didn't see it. It's not the end of the world. Those smart bricks, what? Those lollipops are real easy to find. Even without any blacklight, they just glow so brightly. Almost radioactive. There we go. Found one, found... Don't know if we have a second. Did I have 4 of them to begin with? In the VIP bag, they've got to have come in pairs, no? Maybe not. Did they give us 3, or did I get one in a set as well? All right, well. At least we can have it on one side. They only give us an odd amount. And it does tell you to test it, doesn't it? Yeah, when you place it in, they get you to test it so that you haven't got it caught on anything. I need to add some of them to my wish list. And then plates. I'm going to brick build these ones. They're not too crucial for the structure of it. I just want to make sure that these plates are held together, and a plate has a little better grip power than some of those elements. Come on. Come on, there you are. Maybe even add in one of those underside tiles, which I found in this drawer. There we go. So I have put one of them, I didn't mention it yesterday, I did put one of them on the X-Wing, on the underside, and it does support when you press the brick down. Everywhere under the 2x4 bricks have been extra supported just for any heavy hands that might be playing with these Lego sets. There's no risk of any parts popping off. Usually when you backtrack sets, you get them sealed for the original experience, but a while ago you got a complete Ninjago set worth like $80 at half price. Oh yeah, worth it for half price. I also like there's something in getting sets cheaper that are pre-built and then breaking them down and rebuilding them. maybe breaking them down is like building them twice, because you get to see how things work. I like breaking things down, and I think that's why I like rebuilding a lot of Star Wars sets or Lego sets. No longer just Star Wars. Because if something was to stop working, the first thing I would do, if it was out of warranty and all that, is break it down. See if I can fix it. And it's the same with a Lego build. If something Lego isn't working or something's not functioning, first thing I do, break it apart, part it out, or break it down and see if I can fix whatever it is. And it's a lot easier and more affordable to do with Lego than anything else. 1, 2, ooh. Guess that stops it flying forward. Rounded plate is a choice though. That was a choice. That's one of those elements that when those rounded plates come out, they were in every other set every once in a while. And now they're just snuck into so many sets because they're so useful to have in abundance. And then we've got a whole tub here, aided by the pick-a-brick. Very much so. Hello there, welcome. This is the A-Wing. Should have a little photo of it. Said that before. And then that's how the smart brick works. So that will be a red lollipop, not a green one. And when you fire, that moves a red sensor in front of where the smart brick's detecting. And that's the little pew, 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 pew. Still looks like it's waving. Hello there. Still look like a friendly little wave. If there's one on the turret, I might have to nab one off of the other Imperial turret, just so we can fit it on. Oh, I've got a few of those corner pieces. 2x3s. New brick, 4.5 thousand available. 8 cents a piece. Still cheaper. Yeah, it's handy having those because chances are they've probably also picked up most of those bricks in creative boxes on the pick-a-brick, and they've done the stacking for you. You don't have to sit there for hours. 300's not bad when you're stacking them in 6s. It's a lot. It is a lot, but it's not crazy. 4,500 bricks if you were stacking them in rows of 6s. I think the Lego store at some point is just gonna like fill a bag for you. You get all the employees involved. Yeah, I don't know how long before they walk up and go, yeah, we're closing. You've been here so long that we're now shutting up shop. I'm going to have to ask you to leave. Oh. Where are the modified plates? All right. These will help hold on the base. Like so. Although, probably a 1x3 and a 1x2 would do the job. And studs. How big is the chance they'll have 2x2 brick in dark bluish grey on the shelf? Very slim, because if they did, it'd be sold out so quickly. Yeah, that is a very slim chance. What was this? Oh, this was for the plates that we didn't end up using. Just in case. So it is nice when the Lego store has the part you need on the wall. And you do get to get a few bonus parts. I found that even trying to have a little look ahead, see when other people have gone to the Lego store, I'll go there a few days later, and there'll always be a handful of new elements. Their turnaround is often, not fast, but often. It's slow and gradual, I guess. It's always keeping new things on the wall. Maybe that's why they do it. So there is always new things on the wall. It's like a wide version. I don't think I've seen this element before. It's like this piece, but it's the older brother of this piece. Don't know how many sets. Maybe it isn't a new piece, but just one that I haven't come across. The new throne room. 300 different parts, and I'm assuming it'd probably be more expensive if it was new. Or there's no value. Oh no, 2p. There is values for it. 22 sets starting 2020. Oh, the Lambda Shuttle with Luke's. There's a blue saber on the box. Remember everyone going crazy over that. Baradur, Cole's mech. One of the nicer mechs, I think. I like the colour scheme. The black and orange, and it's also in Sally's flower pot, which I think that was one of the new sets coming out March 1st. I think it was. A 2x3 and a 1x8. That'll do it. What do I think of the Smart Play set so far? I will say, having built the X-Wing, you've got the turret, you've got Yavin, the speeder, the X-Wing. There's a lot there for 90 doesn't sound right. No, £80, not £90. For £80, there is a lot there. I hope they continue this forward with their small side builds. I hope this isn't just a Smart Play experience, because you're probably not going to want a speeder or a bit of Yavin with every starfighter. That will get very repetitive very quickly. But every single Clone Wars ship, imagine we got a little bit of Coruscant, a little bit of the Jedi Temple, and that will accrue. The more ships they come out, they come out with a fair amount of prequel ships, even if it's not as much as we'd like. And that will build up slowly but surely until there's enough starships that we can get a little corner of the Jedi Temple just by adding these together. And that's what I'm interested in. That would make me keep an eye out for these new sets, as opposed to just when the Smart Brick comes out. Oh, wrong. No, right draw. Why are these modified 1x4s? That's why they're in here. Yeah, those little side builds keep people. It's kind of like Hogwarts, and Hogwarts hasn't done it too well because Hogwarts have restarted the castle so many times. You get round to building most of a castle, and then they're like, oh, we're going to restart it this year. 5 years down the line, and you've already spent hundreds on it. But if they did in small bite-sized chunks rather than building it up, then they can update them. They can keep updating them. They don't need to re-release any builds. They'd go with a new one. I'm looking for the wrong colour, which is why I can't find it. Oh, wait. The slopes fit on that? I look forward to the city sets. And I might have to keep these sets built until I get my hands on a Smart Brick or two. 2 Smart Bricks preferably. I wonder how the city sets are going to work. I wonder how Pokemon's going to work. And also, do we think that they're going to run off the same Smart Bricks? Do you think it's plug and play, where you just put the Smart Brick in the set, Pikachu will have their own noises, Vader their own noises, or they were talking about updates on the stream we watched. Do we think that there's going to be a Star Wars update? You're then going to have to download something different to get Pokemon. And then again, download a different, like every time you want to play with Pikachu, you'll have to download another, not update, but like switch between it, get it into Pokemon mode. And then the same for City, get it into City mode when you want to play with City. I think you can read off quite a number of sounds before they have to start having theme-specific upgrades. But maybe that would help with the sounds. Pokemon will work like Star Wars. I'm sure you can battle out your Pokemon. I know Pokemon is the plural of Pokemon. Pokemon's sounds so much more satisfying to say. And I can't tell you why. It makes no sense. It's like saying Legos. That's not satisfying. Maybe it's because I'm not a Pokemon fan. Maybe that is more annoying than I realise. Hopefully not, but with City, are we going to have police openly firing on criminals for what? Speeding? For robbing a bank? Are they going to get shot down like a TIE fighter? Or Vader's TIE? Or is there going to be another... Because the volcano smart brick was very much just sounds of like screams, crocodile roars, and there was no play function to it. It was just a nice little bit of decoration. But now we know the sounds aren't that fun and are slightly cursed, to say the least. Well, what's going to be the play function with City? How are they going to angle that? And I'm in this I'm wrong. Cannot wait to see. I'm so excited to see the City sets roll out, because that could change. They could have a new feature. Maybe the colors. You've got blue for refueling. You've got green for like a mechanics workshop. Maybe red is a car crash. Let's not have that in Lego, please. Too many of them happening anyway. The two of them. Like so. Yeah. How are they going to run with City? Oh, we can use some colours here, because this is probably hidden. I hope it's hidden and it's not more landing gear. Whichever colour we see first, we're going with. And we're going with gold. Don't settle for anything less. Love it. Love the Lego motivation. My perfect City set. How would we incorporate this feature into a City set? Because I don't think they need to change the smart brick. I don't think they redesign it. I suppose they could switch up the way it works, rather than fire in and fire in back. What if one smart brick is a roaring fire? And it, 45 minutes of play here. There's a reason why that 45 minutes is non-stop. Maybe there's a roaring fire, and that's one smart brick. Smart brick, orange glow, flames. Second smart brick, blue light, like a very pale blue light, and a water splashing effect, and it can be putting out the fire. That's still laser tag adjacent without it ruining the whole feature of the smart brick. You've still got to line up your fire engine and shoot the water at the fire to put it out. I'm excited. If there is a firefighter set that comes with 2 smart bricks and is under £100, we might have to get it for the channel, especially after Mustafa. That will be us repenting for our sins. Setting fire to Lego. Now let's put it out. And not only for City, that would work for Lego Batman. That would work for Lego Batman if we ever get a freeze lair or Mr. Freeze. Not Mr. Freeze with fire. Not the smartest choice. But like Superman's cool breath, or Mr. Freeze putting out fires. Maybe Mr. Freeze is doing community service with Arkham, putting out fires, and Mr. Freeze turned good. I mean, we got Batquin. Maybe this is a hero. This is Bat Freeze. Mr. Man doesn't work. It'd have to be like Bat Freeze. Batquin. Yeah, Batmobile. I think adding a Bat prefix tells you everything you need to know. Hello there, welcome back. How are we feeling about smart brick sets, smart play sets in chat? let me know, because I know not everyone's into them. But if you're not into the smart bricks, how are you feeling about the design of the sets? Would you be happy if Lego released them cheaper without the smart brick? Or do you prefer maybe mini scale ships? I think it's a missed opportunity. Definitely is a missed opportunity. If Lego don't release one midi scale ship with a smart brick, imagine the Venator with a smart brick in it. Or Kylo Ren's shuttle would work because of the space that had. And they could add some flashing lights, which would look real cool in a mini Jakumok, or in a big Jakumok with a mini shuttle. Maybe it's far away. Maybe it's just got the wrong angle. Oh, I put these in the wrong drawer. There we are. What attaches to this? Friction pins, so it's probably the blasters on the outside. Also, not liking this back. I think this is going to be exposed. If we've got plates on top of this and they've got one plate on the bottom, why not just the single double? Why the double? For extra security? Lego. Lego making sure that this ain't getting taken from the Empire. Taken from the Empire, taken by the Empire. The Imperial A-Wing would be scary. Would love to have the smart bricks separate, like the Lego Technic motors. I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting. I don't think the Bricktastic actually had the smart bricks available with the make and take. I do think that was just for show. Not quite false advertising, because they probably didn't have it on any of the other images, but just confirmation, the Bamfart doesn't come with the smart brick as far as we're aware. Not that we're aware of. If anyone managed to sneak a smart brick, that'd be interesting. And I've seen a few people getting their hands on the demos. How do we get our hands on the demo bricks if they're not produced en masse? Is that something we just walk in and pick straight out of Lego's trash cans? Pick them out of the garbage chutes? Or is that something that they know someone on the inside that's managed to sneak it past? Because if I was Lego, I'd be pissed. They've managed to sneak it through security and all. That's not good. How many sets have they been doing that with? 3s and 2s. Did it have to be tan? Probably visible from the outside, but there's a lot of grey, maybe even white. Maybe white. Probably grey though. Seen some slopes in that. And another Technic pin. Reminds me of Simba. Get this spinning and get this bar moving back and forward, and you've got the legs for Simba. Does this AT, an A-Wing, I went to say AT something, I don't want to finish that. Does this A-Wing have his landing gear? Oh, wait, no, probably not. Unless, no, maybe. Wait, it goes out. Oh! Wait, what? How? Oh, is it that? What? I'm not following here. Sorry. Where's this extra? Oh, that's the side. Oh. I thought that was an extra bit of Technic. I can see it now on the other side. That just clips on. Oh. I see. Okay. And is that then this must be the back of it. So this must be the engines, because you got the cheese slopes underneath and they've double beamed them. Nothing securing them in though. So we'll probably have some slopes afterwards. And I nab the tile and plate off the bantha. Don't think we'll be needing that on the bantha. Cleaner look otherwise. There we go. Okay. This is a smart brick set. Yeah. My hair got quite longer since last time. Remember me with short hair? Probably shorter than this. Yeah, I also used to put my hair up. So it used to look like that on camera. I've been letting it out recently because it's been real. Since I complained about the weather, I'm going to do it more. I'm going to do it more. As a Brit, I try not to because everyone complains about the weather. But since I complained about the weather, it has been real nice outside. And yeah, I'm letting my hair soak it up. No reason really. Don't know if that helps. Can't hurt it, can it? Ah. But this is a smart brick set that was Qui-Gon next Halloween. We haven't done a Qui-Gon. Force Ghost Qui-Gon? Or Shades and... what was it? That image of Qui-Gon. That image of Qui-Gon from Phantom Menace, where he's like chilling. That's the Qui-Gon I'd go for. I do need to get some tan robes. Maybe this year will be the year. Or maybe next year. Well, if I get them this year, I'll have them next year. So either way, for old Ben Kenobi, I think my hair's too long to try and cosplay as an old Ben. Not grey enough yet. Too thick as well. Way too thick. Yes, it was hidden. You couldn't see how long it was before. Ooh. It was there though. I've had long hair for quite a while now. Last time, probably about 5 years I've had decently long hair. Because I did do the buzz cut over lockdown. Great time to do it. No one saw it. I tried growing out a mullet and then I buzzed it all off. Almost went completely bald. Happy I left that last little bit and that no one saw me for months. There's a few pictures out there. They're the ones. But where? Wait a sec. I've not put something down that I should have. What am I missing? What am I missing? These bricks here. Did I forget 1x1 bricks? No, look. There's no bricks, no bricks. Oh, wait, the other side. The other side might have bricks. Yep. 1x1s, dark bluish grey. Missed them out way back then. And we need them for the next one. I am still making the brick wall, the brick panels for new members actually, yes. Oh no, that's two pieces. I can feel that one on my foot. Still doing it. I'm trying to work out what colours I should paint it. And that's why I'm stumped right now. So, Bevel, your tile is on the way. It's just up there. There you go. That's the members' boards, one of them in colour. And you can't see the new tiles yet. They're just out of frame. But they are up there. I put them up there because I was going to be standing and doing more. But I've been out so much that I enjoy just lounging in the chair, kicking my feet up and wheeling around. I've been quite lazy recently. Worth it though. Oh, do we still have the bricks back here? Yeah. That must have been from Yavin. Only about a week or so ago. Week and a bit maybe. Nearly 2 weeks. Remember to put those away. Otherwise they'll live there. Yeah, I think for members, I won't do any dedicated video. I mean, I could still do a members video. Maybe we can paint them in a members live stream and people can request their own colors. That would be fun. But I'm going to try and slot in each new member to their own video. So I've had a few videos ready to go out, which YouTube haven't been pushing out. YouTube done us dirty. Why? I've double checked. The videos so far have all been good, but there's some more of the 1x3s. Need 2 of them for the Y-wing. So hopefully, Bevel, you'll see your tile in... I suppose I could crop it into on the news. You probably see it in Sunday's video. That seems like a world away. Probably in Sunday's video. I'll try and remember to include it. Which... Oh, yes. These 1, 2, 3. They're for the arms. I still think a tile would work for those. 1x3 in black. And the control panel. I've updated. I might as well grab the Y-wing. I've found a better piece for the Y-wing. In that video, I haven't checked the results. I still don't know how I'm able to check the results for the quizzes. Because I must be able to go, like a poll normally comes up and I can see it there in the open. For the quizzes, I don't know if there's a tab. Oh, wait, 1 quiz. No, I can't see quiz analytics. Where is that? Okay, I'm going to have a little look for this. So I don't know what people have been voting in that video. I also don't know how many devices that's available to yet. But there is a quiz in the Y-wing video. About halfway through, there's a quiz. And no problem. Enjoy your work. May the bricks be with you, Roka. Thanks for watching. Bevel, we share the same pain. We used a plate or a jumper. I decided the jumper would be better for the Y-wing, but I've switched it out to a 2x2 plate because it covers the legs of Wedge. We get a 2x2 plate on top and we can get a printed panel piece, not quite the slope that's in it, but the printed panel piece, and Wedge is still able to slide in and out of the Y-wing. There's enough space to slide him, wiggle him around, get him back in. Come on, don't be awkward for the camera now, Wedge. Oh, one of the legs wasn't in properly. There is enough space to wiggle Wedge back around and get him slotted in, or you could just straight up remove the 2x2, I guess, and you don't have to secure him down. Get that 2x2 plate on the top, and then the cockpit on top of that with all the other modifications that we made in that video. But now we've got a control panel and it looks really cool because the cockpit's even smaller. That Wedge is hiding Wedge. That plate is hiding Wedge's legs and the ingot on top hides the helmet. So the cockpit looks a bit better scaled to the rest of the Y-wing. And we've also got the golden foot because Gold Leader's meant to be in there. But I haven't made that helmet yet. That one's coming out soon. Hopefully. Yes, we've got the wedges. That's what spurred this on. The printed cheese slope, not the wedge. The cheese slope. So this isn't secured down anymore. Maybe it's to make it look like the controls of the A-wing, and the golden controls are nicer than grey. I have to say that. We went with gold, not grey. Oh, it looked like a wedge. It's not, it's the slope. I'm going to keep the 2x3s out. I might run out of them. We've only got this tub, and there's another overfilled tub. I don't think that's enough. 2x3s. This entire A-wing, you could make an A-wing out of 2x3s. Would it look this good? Depends on the scale. If you're building a massive one, maybe. But not with how big we're building one. cockpit attached to the front. A nice blue 4x6. That's been the colour. We got this hidden in the turret of the X-Wing and actually the tiles of the X-Wing. They shared the same colour. But it's not a colour shared with my drawer. We've got regular blues, but we've got quite a few whites. Oh, not that one. Anywhere but that corner, got a few whites. And if blue's not seen from the outside, white won't be either. And that's on the front. Right. Nope. Right there. With the slope sliding off. Noted. Another white. 1x2. More? More? No. Alright, that's it. No more. There's going to be so much more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Studs, slopes, tiles, dark red, beautiful colour. Dark red and white. The Republic had just the best ships, the best colour schemes. Oh wait, why is this up here? Whoa! Where did the slopes go? Where did the slopes go? Oh no. Oh, they're on the desk. Panic and crisis averted. Oof. What did I need these for though? I need to label them. I was going to color code them and the colors are mixed up. And I'm blaming that for muddling up where they go. Why? Oh, it's angled like that. Yes. That will work. And it's angled away from the cockpit instead of a corner wedge. Why instead of a corner wedge? What's going on the outside? It's just more plates. So, because it's nothing to do with me not even having these slopes. This time it's purely because I have the slopes and they're used on other ships. I've still got Kenobi's Delta. I've got a duplicate of Kenobi's Delta. I've got a better idea than Ahsoka's Delta. I might make Ahsoka's Delta for the Ahsoka show. Revisit a Clone Wars scene, have that on backup. But I've got a better idea that's still to do with Kenobi's Delta, but will require 2 sets. And now that we've got the second set, we'll get building that maybe before May, maybe over May. Get a ton of Star Wars projects done. I think where the next stream's going to be Ninjago focus, throughout May I'm going to stick to Star Wars, which is hard because there's probably going to be some new Ninjago sets coming out on the end of it, but we can catch up. We can catch up in June. Have a Ninjago month, then a something else month, just so we got time to cover it all. Month for this, month for that. Oh, hold on. What about the corner slopes? I don't think they exist in dark red, but that'd be nice if we did get some in dark red. Oh. Ooh. So I'm swapping these out. Instead of a 1x1, we're going to need a 1x2 on top of a 2x2 quarter, which is that in my round? No, it's not in my round parts. Oh, it was here all along. And they want a dark red. A white one also works down here because it's just far enough away from the outside, but dark red continues the same color scheme that we got. And now for the front, not yet. A few more tiles to add. Nothing for the outside. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh. Ooh. There's no Tetris-shaped Lego bricks yet. Lego have resisted for another year. Well, no, there are. You've got the straight plate, you've got the square plate, you've got somewhat of an L plate. That's too square though. Too square for Tetris. And there's no Lego brick that looks like that to date. Although, yeah, the exposure is going to confuse this plate. No Lego brick that looks like that white one between my fingers. It won't be long before Lego comes out with one. Heed my words. It will happen soon. Just not today. Today is not that day. Today we fight against those plates. Did they have a use? No, I can't think of anywhere that have a use because you could just connect these two in the middle. There's no reason you'd need a stud there, and a gap that couldn't just be used even with like 2 corner plates. I think that's thin enough because you could get a corner tile and a corner plate and you're only adding that little bit on top. So I don't see Lego ever coming out with that. We'll keep the tiles out as well. We'll probably need more of those. No, 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 no. I'm going to need to get to work on a second tray so that I can check those, move them aside, and not add to the pile. You're not meant to be in here. You're meant to be next door. One. Just one? Just one? What's it connecting to? Is it holding anything? Oh, yeah. Yeah, it is. Yeah, we do kind of need that. That is an important element. But I only have an odd amount. No. I got to be missing one. Is that what I dropped? Is that the one that I dropped earlier? No. Might have been a stud earlier. No. None of you. No, 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 no. It's just like putting on a sticker. Oh, we could use an inverted. Oh, would that work? Yeah, if we told off the underside, we could use an inverted. No, that's our 1x3, isn't it? Should we do that? Because then, well, we've got the slope on top. Is the slope straight on top? We've got the brackets, and then oh yeah, because we've still got that gap at the other side. Okay, yeah, let's do that then. I think it's easier to show what I'm about to do than explain it. I wouldn't know where to start. I do know we're going to need 2 inverted slopes and a small 1x, these black ones will work. Rounded off 1x1s, probably more plates. Do I? Is that true? Is that true? You know what? It probably is, yeah. I got a few stacks of these plates. Go on then. Just need a 1x1. 1x1 tile. Which has already been used in this set. You only get one of them. This is definitely not an alt build. Oh yeah, because you've got the Technic connected. So we want a stud, tile, stud. I wonder if Lego would ever come out with a 1x3 plate with a tile in the middle, like missing the middle stud. If they'll ever go ahead and make parts like that, or they'll build around, because there is a level of so many parts coming out that Lego are making for specific environments, and they can apply elsewhere. But how far do they go? They've got a whole team working on this, so the answer's not an easy one. But how far do they go before they switch up the build and decide to build it a little differently? There we are. What's on the back? The brackets. Don't need this one. Could do the same at the front. I think that's overcomplicating it. We only need to do it where it's necessary here. We're not messing around with it too much. Too much. Only a little bit. Hey! And then I think we've got a light bluish grey off the pick and build. Unless there's a dark bluish grey that wants to prove us wrong, but I'm pretty sure we got more light bluish grey. And then a little 1x1, yeah, we'll use a cheeky plate in there. Rounded off. Slopes, tiles, and who knows what else. We could outdo the middle one if we wanted to be a little extra. We really wanted to. Once we have this built, you could probably go back and get rid of most brackets. Most brackets, replace the studs, continuously mocking it out as you go, and half these specialized parts probably aren't needed, but they make it a lot easier of a building experience. You get rid of them, yeah, it's also a harder build. Meanie. There's dark red. With yellow, orange, red, dark red. That's the one. And that is the 2. Does this work? It works. It functions. Where's the lollipop? There you go. No lollipop that side. That was the wrong side to show off. The one side without the lollipop. Can't see through it. So there you go. There's the lollipop side. It still works all the way back and doesn't even come into contact with that inverted slope, which is what we want to see. We've still got the wings to fix down though. These engines are a bit wobbly. Gonna flutter like a bee. Oh, too much. There are pink, purple, maybe that's okay. I feel like there's so many blues. Blue's probably gone in with green anyway. Grey does not belong in that drawer. These slopes, maybe they need a bigger container. I could probably go back and resort them back into 1x2s, 1x3s, and split them out like that as well. Grey and white. White slopes. Or whatever they're called. White, slopes. They're slopish. Yes. What if we flip it? What if we have a white plate and then a light bluish grey, a pair of light bluish grey slopes? There we go. Same colours, different way around. No one's gonna know. Besides everyone watching, this is our secret here. These streams are a safe space where we can swap out colours and make a little mess without getting judged for it. So don't you worry. Oh, I think we need more. But last time I said that, I think we needed more. We might need more tiles. 1x8, because I don't think a 1x10 exists. And I think I'm right there in saying that it don't exist yet. At the time of this set. Now we start with the angles. All right, we're getting somewhere. Oh, got some studs. Check. Any blues in here? There's one. Hey, there's a few. Very SpongeBob superhero colours. Anyone that owned that SpongeBob Spongemobile? I don't know what their superhero car's called. Have to defer to the resident SpongeBob expert. No SpongeBob sets. They need to bring back a SpongeBob set. Just one set. Where do these go? Oh, on the back. I got the SpongeBob superhero set and the Flying Dutchman. So happy with the new movie that I picked up the Flying Dutchman set. I saw a video on it the other day, and it's going not for a tremendous amount, but for like triple the set was worth retail. Very happy I was gifted it, I think, at the time. SpongeBob was one of those sets that I never would have got myself because, until I met my partner, I don't think I was too much into SpongeBob as a theme. I enjoyed it; it was funny, but so was quite a lot of the kids' shows. And I found a newfound appreciation. And I still haven't built the Flying Dutchman, but I'm gonna rebuild the Flying Dutchman when we watch the new SpongeBob movie. And it's not on streaming because it's only just been in the cinema over December. I think it come out December something, so any day now it should come out. I don't know if it's available to buy or what the current situation is. I just know we haven't watched it yet. More slopes. So this is where the fun begins. He said the thing. I know that reference. Oh yeah, we've. I wondered why we got studs. We need to tile that off. I've used a different element on the wing. I'm gonna grab an ingot, 2 ingots, in fact, 1 on either side. Just to. Oh, that's gunmetal grey. That's not black. I can't reach it from here. That's the mic pouch that was down, you can't see, it was down this corner of the desk and it just flopped over there. Did I smack it as I turned? Or are we haunted? Is the ghost of Lego ingots haunting us? Or was it the other black ingot flying away? Yeah, it was the other ingot flying away, weren't it? Come back. Oh, it's not black, that's orange. The big SpongeBob set was, it wasn't that creepy, but it wasn't that not creepy. It wasn't bad, it wasn't great, not a fan myself. But I think that sort of set could come back. SpongeBob's house. SpongeBob's house has got to be an idea set. I think the SpongeBob movies are doing pretty well, but they're not doing Lego well, are they? They're not pulling in the numbers that make Lego go, ooh, we could have a set of this. So no icons, no ideas. I think there's another theme that does popular sets like that, or SpongeBob theme in general. I don't think anyone's got the brick built license now. There was someone that when Lego dropped it, someone picked it up. Or someone had it before Lego. I don't know the order of it. Someone had it. How am I to how? Right, brain's working overdrive now. Oh, don't I have A-wing ones? Don't I have printed A-wing side bits? I do, don't I? Do I not? No, I do. Are they bigger ones? Oh, they're going to be in the printed drawer. They're not going to be in with slopes. They're going to be in here. Eeny, meeny, miny. It's got to be this one. Would this work? Yes! This is for the A-wing. Oh, 4+ slopes coming back in handy. All this time later. Lovely. So this is like a little, I think this is actually meant to be a little further back on the A-wing based on where the figures sit in. Maybe it's because it hasn't got the slopes yet. Maybe that's perfect. Haha. Right, that's pretty cool so far. I just need a few smaller slopes. Any empty tub? Haha. These colours are getting messed up. We mixing potions today? There's one. I think I needed 4. Potentially. A slope, cheese slope. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm gonna return that to yellow. I spilled 5. Oh, not more like not even close. Satisfying connection there. Nice. And then we need to bulk up these 1x2s with a single stud underneath. Is that it? One single stud. Oh, that gets in the way. That gets in the way, and that's going to be annoying. So we can bulk them up with a single stud. Ah, no, we need... This could work if we have the 45-degree cut tile corner. The corner one. Not grey. We want it in dark red or white. We have it in red. We have a load in white, but we don't have it in dark red. Kind of want it in dark red, just a little bit. We've got enough studs down for it to secure the tile, regardless. Come on. Don't snap on me. Don't do that now. And then brick separators. Hold on, I am 3 brick separators down in my tub. I never put these brick separators back after a stream. And it's not a problem. I have a pretty decent cup size full of them left. So we're not running out anytime soon. But not to mention the whiteboard with hello there, built solely out of brick separators. I've got enough to last a lifetime. But the fact that that number's going down is still a little scary. I'll add that to the list of things from the other day. Can't remember what that was on stream now. Oh, yeah, you got a stud down. Don't need these studs. Just straight. Oh no, we don't need them. Do we at the front? Would it be better to group all this or add straight plate? Or add like a quarter slope. A wedge tile. Or add, yeah, let's stick with that. Maybe a tooth element going forward. But we might slope out. In case we slope out, I'll stud down. That's going to look the cleanest. And then 1x3, 1x2. And it's not as smooth as the official Lego build, but given the parts we've had, it's like the perfect way of doing it. Any more 1x1s? Of course there is. One more. One more. And there we are. Can't forget to put these 1x2s back. And for the fronts, we could also go with some more slopes like we've done. I think wedges would work. They've done it quite thin and they've... Oh, they're clipping on the front upside down. And that's why they made us securing those clip elements. So that we could clip it upside down like... I know the MIDI sets have them. The Invisible Hand especially has this technique. The Home One uses it as well. I think probably all of them use them at some point in their build. But we haven't seen it on an A-Wing till today. I don't think we've seen an A-Wing for a while. Since they started doing them, we probably haven't got... Since MIDI sets have been around, have we had a single A-Wing in this scale, in this playset scale? I mean, the UCS scale, UCS A-Wing come out 2019? Because that was around Rise of Skywalker's playset A-Wing. I know they come out around the same time. And Rise of Skywalker's A-Wing isn't too bad for a Rebel A-Wing, I don't think, in terms of scale. A little big for a Rise A-Wing. They were a little smaller. You can't have everything. Again, these slopes, I've got them at least in the Imperial shuttle from the U-Wing. I don't want to break that down. There are other ways we could build this out, like a 2x4. Would it be a 2x4? Would it be another one of those elements we just used? No, it'd be another one of those elements we just used. I could have stacked those up on the top. And then a tile on top of that. Oh, there's a pair. Those, maybe a 1x2 slope, because it does go up another 2 on top. A 2x6. Oh yeah, let's put these away. Probably two big slopes in the middle, isn't it? Oh, I can't put it away. We need that. Maybe underneath. In black. There we go. And a 1x6. Oh, so they're a bit longer. They're a bit longer than I was thinking, because that would have to go on front. Wait, so that's a 5 wedge. Oh. So you could get away with perhaps a 2x3 and then bringing it in closer at the end. Let's play around with some of these angles. Not these sharp ones. I think these are fairly newer parts. We're building up a nice little collection, but not as much as these 2x3s in this tub and 2x2s, or that sticks out as well. Oh, we just full send more 2x3s. Full send. And I'd do the same on the top if I didn't know we'd have more of these slopes. Like so. And then we'll just tile off the top bit. Maybe add some more slopes. If I can get a 2x2 in there. And then we need some of those longer clips. Do we need some of those longer clips? I don't think we need them, but they would be more secure. What colors have we got? I'll put them in here. Wait, we got blue clips. Never mind. We don't need them. We don't need them. Don't need these, do we? Maybe. 1x6 plate. Come back for that. And never picked it up. And white tiles. I don't remember if we finished off our 1x4s yet. That will be a no. Good. So we're playing it out. It's not going to look as smooth as the slopes. But as long as it looks like an A-Wing, I can't say I'm too fussed with it. We all know that the official set's going to fill in the gaps with their new pieces. It just takes a little something away for me. Like being able to brick build a gradual climb this slope is so much better So much better than using some new slopes, because this is all Lego wedges, and this is Lego. There's no arguing against Lego wedges. This is the underside of a ship, so maybe tiles would have looked better. We could have got rid of 2 of these studs. The exposure does not like it. We could have got rid of these 2 studs here if we used that 4x3 element that has the 2 sides cut and then the little 1x2 hole in the bottom. But I think that's nitpicking for me. That goes on the underside. Do we get one more slope? Yeah, let's get one more slope. We'll get a shorter one though, so it stubs out towards the bottom. I'm gonna go for maybe one of these. We could go dark bluish grey. I know I have a white one in there, but dark bluish grey matches up to the rest of the ship. Like this. And then that continues onwards until the light bluish grey. That's looking awesome. Shame they couldn't continue the grey. That is quite a block change. It's just the slopes that they've used. There's no way they can change that really. And then these sides. Oh, these sides are meant to be a little different, but that's a 4x6. How do they... There might be no way around using them on the top. There's got to be a way. Let's not call it quits yet. We don't have a bracket that would fit down there. Otherwise a cheese slope. Oh wait, we've got a bracket on the back here. Cheese slope would work. And then we could slope off the side with a 4 length. We need that point. That's the hardest part. We need the point. Ooh, Lego might have stumped us here. We've got 6 studs of dark red. So let's clear these slopes away. I don't think these are going to be useful for that. Hello there. Hello there. Hello there. Hello there, everyone. Bought 400 bricks, 50 dark red. Oh, 50 dark red leaves. I thought you said 50 dark red bricks. I was going to say good luck. 50 dark red leaves. Oh, nice. Pretty autumny. Dark red leaves. What planet does that remind me of? Dark red leaves. Star Wars planet. I mean, it could be, you know, Coruscant has a load of those really nice autumn-esque trees. But there's a planet. Dark red leaves. Could I just be thinking of Dathomir? Does that have trees? Mandalore, maybe? Maybe. Maybe Mandalore. With, yeah. That would contrast the blue really well. And a few fillers for, oh wow, what a deal. 42 euros. Even cheaper than Lego. You got more bricks, you got leaves, and a few other parts, which is the best part about buying. I have so many wish lists set up so that when I'm ordering through a store, I'm surprised actually, oh no, I'm not logged in on this. I was gonna say, I'm surprised you didn't see any of my baskets pop up, but I'm not logged in, so that's why they didn't pop up. I have so many wish lists. Anytime I see a part, there's a part that I found recently. It's a bar with flame. It was used in Chima. It's a nice cheap element. This piece. This is such a unique part, and that's gone in my wish list now because I didn't pick up any of the sets that it came in as recently as 2014, 2015. Only on shelves for about a year. Made it to Dimensions as well. I don't think I realised Chima was in Dimensions. Only 2 little character packs. Doesn't seem to be a set pack. Oh, and there's a tumbler. I don't think they're made to come out the bottom of that. It'd be cool if Lego sold a make your own tumbler. But yeah, this bar, 4-length bar with flames that went in their swords. It's a cool element. Looks like a real life lightsaber with how the flame works. A nice orange blade to it. Is translucent. Maybe I should add that to my lightsabers because it's a translucent 4-length bar. This is probably going to be added before the other orange bar from the Force Burner Snowspeeder. Dathomir has that dead trees. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah. That dead tree aesthetic, but with dark red trees instead. What slope we got? We need 6. We need 6 studs worth. And these 4 studs work great until the fact they come to quite an abrupt stop. And we need them to continue for another 2, unless we push it 2 forward. Oh, that should make the corners kind of straightforward. No, it doesn't make them straightforward. It doesn't help with the corners. You know, it does. We could use some slopes. Oh, it makes them a pain. That's what it makes them. It makes them a pain to sort out. Why couldn't we have just called it short? I think I'm going to be building them forward. Building them forward by 2. So let's get some of these connected with a 2x4. Maybe instead of 2, oh no, I don't want to double stack 2x2s. We could, yeah, we could get it. Because if we're going to tile it off anyway. So that's how far the A-wing sticks out. And also, doesn't the red A-wing have a little gap in the middle? Or is that not this A-wing? Maybe that's a different A-wing. We need a dark red 2x4 at the bottom. Oh, dark red is not the easiest to get. Don't want to pop it out in case I can't get it back in. Maybe the Mandalore dead trees, Dathomir dead trees. Hey! Any dark elements, gotta capture them on camera because there is a decent chance of them breaking. This could have been from the old Republic ship. And every so often, I'll have an element break and it will either be in dark red or it will be in brown. I'll go, oh, probably a piece from like one of my childhood sets. I'll search it up and you know definitely that that element was found in that set. Whether that was the same one, there's no way of telling. But it was found in that set, so chances are looking likely. And then we don't need a 2x4 underneath. What I need is brackets. Need me some brackets. Think the A-wing should have a gap. Yeah, it has been done. Lego have printed it a lot. Lego have printed like a black line up the front, but when they're using the slopes that they are, the easiest way would be to make the A-wing an odd amount of studs wide. My brain's falling asleep apparently. Eeny, meeny, miny. Do we have white or dark red brackets? Another one? Or a grey one? Or, yeah, a white one will do. And then get some power miner slopes. They're on here. I don't know if I have 1x2s and white. Okay, maybe. Maybe I do. Maybe I do. Another element that's been used in a few Star Wars sets as well. I like when Lego bring out a new element and it's just a redesign of an old element. These 1x2 slopes are that. They are exactly that. Because we've got the old element with the lines going through it. And the new element without the lines going through it. But they're essentially the same piece. One's covered, one's not. You could even just put a sticker over. Would you be able to put a sticker over that element? Maybe. Maybe. And I want the same thing to go on the side here. But I don't think it's going to work. So I'm just going to put a 1x2 and have an ingot on top. Yeah, we haven't used an ingot in a while. Getting withdrawals. Wonder how easy it would be to give a gap to this A-wing. Because with these... what's the gap look like? Return of the Jedi A-wing. It's not a big gap, is it? It's not a big gap. But the rounded nature of it, unless we can find... Oh. Do we have... No, because a bracket wouldn't work. Bracket would work with a slope. Let's run with this. Let's finish it off. Wait, let's finish it off and then we'll run with it. We need a 1x4 in there. And then we need to finish the build at least so that we know what we're dealing with. Oh no, I've put back in the wrong tub. I saw dark red and ran with it apparently. They go in there. And then dark red 1x1s. A 2x2 even in white. Can't underuse these wedges. I'm wondering if a tile or an ingot would work. Oh, you were there all along. Nope, you're the same size. The same side. What? How can I have two of the... Oh, this is some weird advent. Okay, I'm not liking this. How can I have two of the same side? Huh. There's no way we can connect this otherwise. So that's got to be there. Well, that's a bummer. We got a little blast mark from this. From this light grey. I almost want to mimic it both sides so it doesn't look odd. And then ingots, or an ingot at least. With the mold marking pushed back so it matches up. It'll cover up most of the grey. Hey, more parts ordered. Would be a heck of a first episode. Can't wait to see it. Sounds like there's going to be a lot of progress. That was 3 a lot. So that's just to show you how much. A lot of leeway. That's what I was thinking. A lot of leeway with it in terms of parts. Oh. Ooh. Ooh. No, that's not going to look as good. I think I'm stealing this from my old A-Wing mock. Does anyone remember that build and if we did something similar? Although, if we did do something similar, the brackets are probably still in that mock because I've just realised we looked for those brackets in dark red and we didn't find any. So, black brackets, no. That's not going to look as good. Maybe we'll get lucky with some 1x1s. And they'll have some dark red brackets in there. Hello, brown. Oh, 1 dark red. That's too tall of a dark red. Maybe black would work as well. Maybe that's not too bad. Or brown is at least clear. I'm thinking black would give us 2 lines at the front. Would I ever build a big mock or would I rather build official sets and modify them? I've done a few. I suppose it depends what you mean by a big mock. Something that takes up the span of the table, I'd rather incorporate sets with and do a lot of little mocks, I think. But we have done the AV7 turret, the AAT as well. We made minifigure scale. They've been really fun projects. We did do the Jedi Temple in the style of Yavin, which wasn't used in the set. It was, that was just off on our own, trying to get the temple done. That's probably the closest we got to that size of a build. I quite like the smaller sets. Perhaps one day we'll Perhaps one day we'll do something so big that we'll just run out of parts and we'll have to place countless orders for the pieces, I'm sure. I can see that coming through. Get some 1x1s. I quite like minifigure scale. I did say at, was it 1 million subs, right? 100,000, 1 million subs, something like that, that I'd build a minifigure scale Venator. And I do think that would be a great project, but that would be throughout the year. We'd have little projects in between. We can start, I think, we should probably start a bit smaller than a minifigure scale Venator, but that's the one on my mind. Because that's going to be minimum, well, we have discussed the sizes, and at minimum, it would be 3 meters, which that right there is 180 centimeters from that point to that point. So 3 meters wouldn't fit in this room. Maybe we can scale it down a teensy bit based on Lego, but it's still not fitting on that shelf. It wouldn't be deep enough to fit on that shelf. Unless, you know what would be cool? Because the UTS Venator captures the likeliness of it. It's a little fragile, but it captures the likeliness of it. What if we built a Venator interior going the whole way along? So we had corridors that matched up, similar to Coconut Studios has done a few mocks with the trenches. I watched their Mimban mock and their trench connecting then throughout the mock. Something similar to that style, but for an entire Venator. That would probably be, you know what would be cool as well? A separatist base, like the Tiplar Tiplee Doom Squadron in that T hallway that then has, General Spider. No, what's his name? I forget his name now. Like the control room and all the separatist clones. A big scale fight, a large scale fight would be awesome to make. So there's definitely chances of a mock. That would be cool. Yeah, now I want to build that. Should we just forget about this A-wing and start building that? Just straight away running with it. Do I have a 2x2 slope? Be a bit more secure. Yes. Go on then. Needs a little clean, but that we could do. Admiral Trench, thank you, Great Snow Blizzard. Knew someone would have my back. An Admiral Trench minifigure. There's someone we should have in a CMF. And then this will have the little gap at the front. And also have the black markings up the side. Not a fan of the black underneath. Oh, hold on. I am a fan of the black underneath now. Oh, look at the way the black connects all the way up the side, and the same this side, and same with the grey in the middle. I think underside, top don't look too bad, but underside, this is better than the Lego model. Not intentional. We were meant to be putting it out and seeing if we could do a decent job at it, and I think we have made it better. Wow. Unexpected, a little bit. What do we need? Oh wait, the ball ain't even in here. The axle is. The ball's in this drawer. Pretty confident about that. Yeah, we were talking about CMFs. Admiral Trench, Wat Tambor. Oh, there's so many. There's so many figures, and it's not even like I'd pick up just one of them. I think if... Alright, I'm going to say this on a live stream. This can be edited out, not the point. I'm not going to edit this out. If Lego were to ever make a Star Wars CMF, and it was a good quality CMF, I think de facto, I'm picking up an entire box, 3 of each minifigure, because the torso, like Trench's headpiece would be cool to have as just a generic alien, but the pieces they could use, the prints, the boots, the legs with side of the leg printing, the torsos on any custom officer or trooper of any sort, the unique pieces would just be awesome for custom minifigures. That's like a dream come true. Full-length bar and a hilt, that would be amazing. Could you imagine some of the torso prints, even if they give us a rebel captain or commander, we could make that Lando we pointed out earlier. Bars and hilts. Bars and Hilts is a name of a 90s rap album. If I ever release a rap album, slim chance. Slim chance? No, slim chance means there is a chance. Fat chance means no chance, right? Anyway, if I ever do, Bars and Hilts is the title. Surprised we've only got 2 of the Separatist Council. Yeah, we've got Dooku. We're not including Dooku, are we really? We've got Dooku, who sort of heads it. We've got Poggle the Lesser, and we've got, where are my droidicas? Where are those droidicas? I forget his name. Oh no, chat, you're gonna have to get me on that one as well. What's his name? With the eyes, one of the best eyes on a Star Wars character. Actually, Jabba's eyes are done pretty well. Doesn't say ×2. I'm doubling it because I don't believe it. Actually, we're halfway through. What have we got left? We got the engines. Page number, what are we on? 43. We've got the engines to do. We've got the engines. Wait, that's it. Just the engines. Oh. Well, that's pretty straightforward. I might save this for the next stream, and then we can do the turret with this as well. And that, I don't know if we'll start off with Vader then. Maybe we can even catch this on next stream. This is pretty simple. Just an arch on some plates. Maybe I even do this just for the video, honestly. This is looking like a real easy build. So we are out of time, I'm afraid. Well, we've got like 3 minutes. I'm not going to rush anything. I'm going to continue that off. And then the turret I will save. Maybe we sneak this into the throne room. There is a little play feature in here as well. I want to scroll through just to see if it's a spring or if it's the rubber Technic element that we've used in the A-Wing. Perhaps this is a spring because the rubber was used in the A-Wing. Quite complicated. A lot of Technic. And so far, similar mechanism to Simba. No visual reset. They just roll it around. They roll it around to fire. That seems very Imperial of them. Go on, does it show us? It doesn't show us. So as you roll it around, the smart brick would... Well, I don't think the smart brick's moving. It does. Oh, it does show us. It does show us. No, the smart brick is moving. The whole smart brick and turret moves. Okay, we're going to have to come back and build this. That is an amazing build. But, as I said, that is all we've got time for today. The A-Wing so far looks incomplete without it. But as well as the 2 engines and the cockpit, we don't have anything at the back section here so that we can get the lollipops to rise. Missed opportunity. Lego needed in these sets to include a replacement smart brick cockpit build because otherwise they're not looking as good. If you missed the start of the stream, it might be worth just scrolling back, rewatching it through to see this make and take lightsaber that's going to be available over the weekend. We've improved it a lot, I'm going to be honest, but what a build this is. Snazzy. And until Thursday. All right. Thursday. We'll be back Thursday to add some more minifigures to our Ninjago display. There are a ton, and I will also be taking an early look at the magazine. So if you want a sneak peek before Magazine Monday, stay tuned for that. I'm going to ascend into this bright light that has appeared out of nowhere. But until Thursday, thank you so much for watching. New gun ray! Great Snow Blizzard on it again. Oh, you bought one from Orbital. Yes. We need more Separatist minifigures. Thank you so much for watching. May the bricks be with you always.